Hi, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the last bits of November. I'm gonna do just, well, we'll see what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a surprise. I have something up my sleeve, actually. I'd like to share a message from Spirit, but I want to do it differently. I've made several videos that I haven't shared, and a couple of those videos are developing my own light language skills. And it's been a lot of fun, and it's really silly sounding, but I have been enjoying it. I don't know, maybe I'll share some light language in this video, but I definitely want to share a message for humanity. And I want to do it differently by actually talking through how I center myself, how I see the spirit realm. I want to really talk through those details as I'm also sharing the message, okay? So, in just a moment here, okay? So, right now, I'm taking the time to center myself to prepare for what it is that I'm going to share. So, how do I accomplish that? It's sort of like we can all have sort of a scrambled mind that has a lot of thoughts going on. We can have a lot of feelings going on inside ourselves. But then when you just center yourself, it's sort of like a quickly letting go of the emotions, the thoughts of other things, and then it's just clearing it all out. It's just clearing it all out by choice, by conscious choice. So I'm consciously choosing to just clear all of that energy junk out because I am consciously choosing to connect with the spirit realm and to share a higher message. So that's centering yourself. So I'm relaxing. How do you do this? How do you could just imagine your thoughts and your feelings are like butterflies that are just flying out of your spiritual atmosphere. It's the conscious choice, and it's trusting that the conscious choice has power. So you give power to the conscious choice to let go of thoughts and feelings that are not of value right now for this conversation. So I'm letting go of all that stuff so I can be at peace, so I can be clear, so I can be prepared for a psychic connection, okay? So I also go into a state of relaxation. I feel like my entire body is becoming extremely relaxed. I feel like there's a beam of light that kind of goes up and down. It's not actually spreading out. It just feels like a beam of light that is just going up and down right now. And then there's light going on right here, just light. And then there's also sort of like light aspect going on top of my head as well. There's so many things that you can feel and see and experience when you choose to visually connect with what is out there. So you go beyond your human feelings, the human world. So here I am talking to you right now. Here's my eyes. I'm looking. Here's my hands. Human experience, okay? I've got this really weird looking rock. Human experience. I'm holding it. So how do we separate from human experience and then now transcend into spiritual experience? You have to start to discover that energy is a spiritual experience. Creativity is a spiritual experience. Letting go of humanistic thoughts and feelings is entering the spiritual experience, okay? It's freaking easy. It's really easy to enter into a spiritual experience. So I'm just going to breathe here and relax. And I allow spirit to present me with an image, with a picture. And it's a space, okay? They're going to present me with a space. The space could be a room. It could be the planet Earth from a distant star. It could be a spaceship. It could be anything. I don't choose to decide what the space is going to be. I just allow spirit to show me the space. And then through journeying through the space, do we actually start to learn wisdom, okay? And we have the spiritual psychic answers to things that we need to know about right now that are helping us, guiding us through this life journey. Right now, Spirit is saying through me, through this video, that it's time to start owning up to the fact that you're psychic and you need to start developing those skills. Because we're not living in a human world anymore, we're living in a spiritual world. And human beings are opening up their minds, their senses, their third eyes, their energy fields, their hearts, because being psychic is something that you experience in your heart. It's not something you experience in your ego Although some psychics will use their ego in order to present a wise answer. But how wise is that answer truly? How do you know if you're connected with your ego or your logical mind? How do you know that you're connected with your heart? You got to practice these things. Again, conscious intention has the power, allowing the wisdom to present itself without you deciding what it's going to be, how it's going to look, what we're going to talk about. We're just going to present it. I have no idea what this message is going to be about. I just allow it to be the wisdom that needs to be shared. And the wisdom that needs to be shared is inspiring you to start discovering your spiritual gift, your soul purpose. Why did you come here? It's a special thing. Just a moment here. I'm waiting for an energetic message to take place. So they're not wah, 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 in my head. They're talking to me inside my heart portal. So I'm going silent so I can actually hear what they're saying inside my heart. I'm not hearing with my ears. I'm not hearing inside my head for some sort of thought to come into me. I'm actually hearing inside my feelings body. And now they're showing me a picture as well. So feelings, body, and picture intertwined creates energy speak. I call it energy speak because language is something human beings create. Energy speak is something spirits and alien beings use to psychically share wisdom really, really quickly on a very in-depth level. That's why stories are powerful things, because they allow us to share feelings. Not just the pictures and the feelings of the story, but also it keeps the door open so you can explore what this story means to you, because the story is going to mean something different to everybody. And that makes it infinitely wise. Stories do become infinitely wise because we explore ourselves through the way the stories make us feel. Psychic wisdom is truly helping you to discover yourself, but it also is discovering you too. So what should I do right now with my psychic ability? Should I just share a spirit journey, so some sort of message? Should I do energy work for everybody who's watching the video? What should my soul do? What is my soul infinitely capable of? We're all one. There's nothing separating me from you. We're all connected. I don't want to be just a human being. I want to have a spiritual experience, and I want to feel interconnected. I want to feel part of this earth. I want to feel part of the stars and the planets, and I want to have experiences that blow my freaking mind. Because this world does not blow my freaking mind. The spirit world does. Alien beings do. Because of the heart, because of the inspiration, because of what I see that is totally different than what I see here with my human eyes and my human senses. When I do energy work, when I do go into the spirit realm, you can see more colors with your third eye than you would have a clue how to translate it into a human language. Well, what does that color look like? Well, it's kind of looks like blue. It kind of looks like blue with silver and it's alive. Well, okay, do we have any living colors here? You could say all colors are alive, but in the spirit realm, they have a consciousness. There's a big difference between what is alive here and what is alive there. And you feel the consciousness. You can interact with the consciousness. You can heal with the consciousness. You can be one with that consciousness. It's extraordinary stuff. So how do you take this world we live in and how do you allow it to become more extraordinary? Love creates extraordinary things and extraordinary experiences. It opens us up. Just a moment here. There's a lot of deep feelings going on right now. I feel that. I feel like the human consciousness, how do you describe it? It's all the human beings that are incarnate on this earth. We're all soulmates. I don't care what anybody says. We are all soulmates. The people we can't stand that we've never even talked to, but they're on television, are our soulmates. Just as much as the African kids that are starving that we've never seen before. It's everybody on this planet is our soulmate. And there's one consciousness that we all share in the evolution of mankind. It's a gift we share with each other. I feel what is like a heavy tide, and they show me what is the ocean is sort of purging out. It's like the blood red sea. The ocean does get red sometimes, the red tide. It's purifying or cleansing itself. But the human race too is going through a purification or cleansing. It just looks like red bloody energy coming out of a big ball of goo. And we're all inside of it. We're all just letting go of deep stuff, deep thoughts, deep feeling stuff. We're letting it all out. It's a good thing. Spirit says, Spirit says, we all have to let out goo sometimes. Like showing me a toilet flushing. You can't hold that crap inside of you. You need to get that crap out of you. And spirits have to do that. We have to purge crap energy out of ourselves. And sometimes we have to go into deep thought states, deep feeling states. And that sort of lets that energy out because we are exploring who we are and we are deciding who we want to be. And this is about love. Everything is always about love. But are you about love? Do you know what you're capable of? Do you know why you came here? Do you see how beautiful your soul is? Do you see that you are as beautiful as what they show me, a flying golden eagle, but it is literally made out of gold and golden light. And when it speaks, it has this cawing sound that echoes, and it is pure wisdom and enlightenment. It is all-knowing type of energy that is emitting from this golden light, this golden eagle, this golden speak is also you. And what you are capable of. Do you choose to speak from your human ego, or do you choose to speak from the heart about what you truly believe in? Not just fitting in and speaking in order to fit in and so people like you. It actually speak from the heart and make people feel vulnerable because they too need to learn how to speak from the heart. You see where we're going with this? The power of change is in our hands when we choose to speak from the heart. When we speak from the heart, we are now speaking from our soul, our spirit, from our truth, our true place. We choose love or we choose not love. What are we doing to ourselves? What are we doing to each other? Are we speaking to each other from our ego? Is that why we are hurting each other? Or are we hurting each other from our souls? Do our souls want to hurt other people? You have to ask yourself, who do you want to be? Do you want to be a soul of infinite light, a golden eagle, or do you want to be something else? Whoever you want to be, it is time to decide. And to be that. They show me a lot of people in a deep goo ball of thoughts and releasing old crap thoughts in order to decide who they want to be for 2018. People are already thinking about this stuff. People are feeling stuff inside and it's kind of welling up around their hearts because they're feeling things that are deep things. And they can't always put their finger on what it means because the deep stuff can come from other lifetimes that have no face or voice. So we just allow these moments to take place and we go through deep times and we go through light and airy happy times. But it feels like a deep time right now, a soul cleansing time is taking place. They ask, does that make you feel good to know this? Right now, you're going through a soul cleansing time. Or does that make you feel kind of creeped out or weird? They say it should make you feel awesome. Make you feel awesome because that's what you're supposed to do before the new year, is think about your life. Think about all the things you've accomplished up until this point and decide what it means to you and who you want to be moving forward. And move forward with strength and pride and honor and respect of yourself and others and keep being the voice of love, right? The collective consciousness is choosing love far more than it is choosing any other frequency. So, welcome to the bandwagon of love. It's actually kind of a cool place to be. And a lot of human beings are starting to explore what ego manifests. And a lot of human beings are wanting to go beyond ego because they miss the magic of love. And when they miss such things as love, they start to find it inside themselves. And they start to hunger and to look for it. They start to want it. They start to call for it. They start to ask for more of it. They start to want things like psychic development or learning about their soul journey. They want to know magical things about themselves. It's beautiful. They say, what do you think happens in a gooey ball of collective consciousness that's purging out the old garbage and is deciding that it wants to be love? What do you think it transforms into? It's not more pain and suffering. No, it is not more pain and suffering for you. It is good things. It is positive, blissful, enlightening, healing things. Hands stretching out to help others. Support networks. Like-minded groups of loving, caring friends. You're going to start to see more smiles on people's faces than you seem to have noticed before. And you're going to be attracted to smiling faces far more than any other face, and you yourself are going to want to smile more. And many faces are going to start longing for more smiles, more laughter, more joy, because the collective soul consciousness has endured this very long cycle of learning and is choosing inside its own heart to return to the light again. There's only so long a soul can endure in a state of broken pain and suffering time and time again before it breaks entirely and begs to return to the light. All the souls choosing the light together and now demanding better things for everybody. No more silence. No more hiding. Souls who speak from the heart. How they truly feel inside. Not choosing to be ashamed of their emotions or embarrassed or worry about not being understood, because those energies are going away and we're starting to open our eyes and see more clearly what it is we truly want in our hearts is love. Do you want to feel love? Do you want to have a connection with the spirit realm, your spirit guides, loving beings of light that are there to help you through? And they never left you. Do you want to know who they are? Do you want to see their faces? Do you want to feel taken care of by some greater power, some higher force? Does it make you feel warm in your heart to think that God loves you? And that heaven never left you, and it always was there all along. And all you had to do was simply open your heart and beckon the light to remind you of who and what you are. And the light does remind us when we consciously choose to welcome it into our life, into our heart, into our minds, into our spirits, into all that we are. Above, below, our throats, all of our energy portals. There's a pause here. So they're showing me this is a little hard, it's a little jarring to speak through. It's a body that's been singed. It's in pain It is kind of convulsing. This person is sitting cross-legged, and there's a lot of pent up emotional pain that they're holding back so hard that they are squeaking and trying not to cry, and they're trying not to make sounds, and they're shaking because they can't hold back the sorrow anymore. They just want to let it out. They just want the floodgates to break. They almost want to go insane in order to let go. They're tired of trying to conform. They feel like they just can't take it anymore. Spirit says you will find it is far easier to do the hardest things. Your mind will tell you it is too hard to speak up and say how you truly feel inside. It is too difficult to tell your significant other something that is going on inside your heart, and it is confusing you. It is too hard to acknowledge that this job I've been working at for 20 years has never made me happy, and that I really need to face the music, that I want to do something else. We're talking about hard stuff, though. Hard stuff that's been on your mind for a while, that you really just keep it inside of you, and you don't change, you don't speak up, you don't face your fear. And usually facing your fear is facing the opinions of the other souls. And if the opinions of the other souls are going to dislike you for being honest, then they have a lot to work on, not you. You need to speak up and be yourself. Because once you allow those gates to break and all the energy to pour out and to finally do the one thing you couldn't get the courage to do, it gets a lot easier. It may appear to be a lot more work, but you are working your way into a higher state of pure love and balance and energetic revival. It is worth it. There's a lot of bloated people on this planet, people holding a lot inside. They look like bloated people ready to pop, and they refuse to let themselves pop because it's inappropriate to do that, based on the souls they're surrounded by. They don't want to hurt their feelings, they don't want to be judged. They just want to live their life, but those souls don't let them live their life. There's so many manipulative thoughts and lies you tell yourself to prevent yourself from actually being you and giving those souls an opportunity to learn and grow themselves. Why do we give so much power to souls that are afraid of change and afraid of you being yourself? Why do we give all of our power away to souls that are the ones that are truly afraid, the ones that truly don't know themselves? The ones that are going to judge and accuse and ridicule and tell you're stupid or ugly or that was dumb or whatever. They need a kick in the crotch. Is really the reality of that. But you don't. There's something silly about the reality of how much power we give people who make us feel powerless when they're really the ones that are so afraid. They're very afraid, and they make us feel imprisoned. And we're all kind of to blame for it anyway. Some souls don't want to burden other souls with their problems, with what's really going on behind the scenes. Some souls feel it is respectful or honoring to just not burden those souls. And the souls they don't want to burden are often younger, less developed souls that are clinging to their old rules, the old ways of being on this planet, that are to point fun and to ridicule those who are different. And so we allow each other to get away with it. Some souls are hurting inside because they just want to be themselves, and other souls aren't choosing to change. They're holding on to the old ways, but they're not forced to change either, because the souls that are afraid to be themselves aren't being themselves. So we're all to blame for it. This is all part of the goopy glop. the consciousness, the one collective consciousness that's really contemplating a lot of things right now and choosing to decide what big steps and leaps that it will take into the new year. And then looking at the behaviors and the choices of all the previous years up until this point. And some of it feels really heavy. Some of it feels like some of these souls are actually going to do something difficult and say something deep down inside, and it could shake up a relationship. It could shake up the living situation, where your home is going to be, where your job is going to be, who you will become. And they're encouraging you to decide, is this situation love? Is it what makes me grow? Is it bring the light onto this flower that I am and help me to be in bloom? And if it does not do these things openly and honestly, then you need to say, what can I do to manifest that light in my life, that love in my life that does make me feel in bloom? And you need to face the hard fact of facing whatever that is kind of crushing you instead of helping you grow, right? And it's hard, but it gets easier. Lots easier. And it helps all the souls to grow. And it continues to help us ascend as a collective consciousness. The evolution of the human race is love, evolving in love, and love is infinitely creative. They're showing me a future of mankind where science is not quite what it was before. It's spiritual science. It's infinitely creative and discovering powerful designs, inventions, ideas put forth into action that actually save the earth, the planet, that lift people up, that bring us all back to life. And it feels very quickly that this will happen. There's some laughter behind the scenes because I don't like to identify time, and when I hear and when I feel what is this will be quick, I think about, I'm 34 years old and I'm not quite sure how I managed to get to 34 this fast. So life itself kind of is an illusion. It feels like forever, but it also happens in the blink of an eye. So literally, what is a timeline when things happen very quickly? It is all in perspective. It's your own perception of what time is, fast or slow. But this does feel like a lot sooner than, and in my lifetime. It feels like in my lifetime. There's just a long pause, a contemplative pause. This is a long message. The last thing they want to say is be yourself. Be yourself. Don't be yourself putting yourself down, kicking yourself in the rear because you didn't do that thing or you didn't get that done or you're not good looking enough or whatever it is. That's not you being yourself. That's you being a powerless, self-punishing, ego-minded human. That's not being yourself. That's lying to yourself. And we don't choose liars in the evolution of the human race. The evolution of the human race is not full of liars. The evolution of the human race is full of lovers, peace givers, kindness, forgiveness, unconditional love of self and others. So be yourself. Be the powerful, loving, golden eagle spirit inside you that is kind to you, that sees the truth about you, that ascends you into higher awareness and brings the magic of love into your life, helps you to acquire psychic ability or skill or know-how to truly go beyond this world. If this world is not feeding you enough nourishment of extraordinary excitement, then you need to continue to grow. You need to not just stop here and give up. You need to say, it is time for me to grow again. That's why I'm feeling kind of lost. I stopped growing with love. I started growing with the illusion of sorrow. And I'm going to stop growing with the illusion of sorrow because I'm choosing love now. So I'm going to allow love now to manifest the next thing for me. And you got to believe in the conscious choice, and you got to ask for it, and you got to welcome it into your heart and into your mind and into your human eye so you can see that love is truly all around you. Welcome love to show you something that will help you. Tell love, I don't know how to help myself. I need you to help me. I allow you to shine your light into my heart, into my mind, into my senses, and I am ready and I am willing to take the next step, whatever that might be. And now silence yourself and allow that wisdom to just manifest to where you can say, I get it now. I know what love is telling me to do. Love is telling me that I need to do the one thing I haven't been able to do in the last 10 years. I need to do that thing that makes me choke up inside my gut, inside my throat. It makes me scared inside. It makes my heart feel like it's breaking. It makes me cry. It makes me say, why do I have to have this experience? Why can't my life just be happy? Simply because you have to unbreak the blocks, and you have to break the blocks that are inside you, preventing you from facing your fear and then growing with love. So be yourself. And if it takes facing your fear to be yourself, then you need to face your fear. Now you can be yourself, and only in being yourself can you truly rejoice in love. And it's a powerful gift that you give yourself, but you give it to all the collective consciousness. You give it to me, to everybody. And all the souls are proud of you, even the souls of people that don't even know you. When they move on to the other side, or however you want to define it, they will remember. They will know everything. They will know what you did and didn't do. We all have God's power. We all have the infinite knowing of all things. We all remember. And we will know what all the souls are doing on this planet. Everything is relaxing now. They say, don't forget to remind them, Abby, that they're not alone. And there is love always. Always love surrounding every soul on this planet. There's golden light surrounding every soul. There's love empowering you. There's love helping you when you feel you have lost all hope. Your spirit guides have never left you. You are not alone. And again, if you say you are alone, that is not the truth. That is you succumbing to the human mind and not being honest with yourself. And liars do not ascend. Human ascension is not full of self-inflicted lies. Human ascension is full of honest truth. The honest truth that you are surrounded by love is the truth. And now acknowledge the truth, and now state, I am surrounded by love. And now allow that love to seep into your spiritual atmosphere, into your psychic senses, into your heart, into your emotional gut, into your throat, into your all that you are. And now face your fear, feel protected, feel loved, and now ascend into a higher state of love. And now reap the reward of your actions and look back on what you have conquered and feel so proud of yourself. So, again, everything is relaxing. So that's the message. Nice, long, healthy, girthy message. And just pause for a moment here and just kind of disconnecting from the energy. All right, that's all I'm going to share. If you're interested in connecting with me one-on-one, I am here to help you with anything you have on your plate. I do energy work and I share wisdom, and I'm here to change people's lives. I'm here to help souls in the ascension process, and it's hard. Ascension is hard for me too. And I have a special skill that I'm here to help as many souls as I can that are ready for it. I'm here to help you through this, get you answers you need, give you confidence, help you understand, help lift any burdens or barriers that keep you holding on to energetic fear, which isn't who and what you are. Energetic fear goes away like that with love energy and with wisdom. Fear doesn't have any power over wisdom, over enlightenment, over love. I'm also offer psychic mentoring sessions as well. So I'm here to help. And I want to thank you for watching. If you're interested in connecting with me, please visit me at my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you again and have a wonderful day.